Bro, I think Eternal might need some help.
Why is that?
His past 2 vents, he's going through something, so I feel for him. His vents are very violent.
That explains why he's been off of my live stream.
Yeah. Also, hi, Rain. Dude, I'm a jerk, man. I'm an idiot.
Oh,
No,
hello.
at the
What are you
proper
doing
clean-
hiding out here? I found a truck out in the middle of the
proper
woods.
Nice. Steals. My truck now.
Yeah, it's abandoned.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Hey, it's been abandoned out in the woods. Nobody knows who owns it.
That is true. Which means if you wanted it, you should have come and claimed it again. No, we're not condoning car theft. Any idiots watching? Obviously.
Yeah, do not.
If you do that, I'm gonna come to your house and eat all your Cheerios. I'm gonna inconvenience you mildly. And Gonzo knows I ain't lying. I would do that. Well, no, that depends on the type of Cheerios, though. I hate having allergies. Keeping it real with Lego sets and snowmobiles. None of these tickle my fancy. I own that one. Bro, is that the house from Up? In Lego?
Well, time to go get a big
Gonzo,
truck.
You know what this means?
What?
I found another house Lego set.
That's
The
nice.
Up house. It doesn't come with Ellie, so I can't make the sad scenes. But I can make Russell go snipe hunting.
Now, why would you do that?
Carl did it! So why would you make that poor little boy go snipe hunting? Because it's funny. I mean, it is if you think about it.
Yeah.
Into the throne this one goes. How do I add the link? See, I'm very tech savvy. I know nothing.
I had to go get my big boy truck.
Aye.
That other one was not pulling that truck out. So it's like, yep, we gotta go get this one.
Now to look at more Lego. Not Harry Potter. I don't want no Lego Harry Potter right now.
I'll just say this. Don't ever let no gal call you a nerd if she over there watching Harry Potter.
It's like, girl, you a nerd too. What you mean?
You literally identify as a Ravenclaw. The fuck are you doing? Which, funny enough, some girl did say that, and I'm like, you're wearing a Hufflepuff t-shirt.
You can't be a Ravenclaw wearing a Hufflepuff shirt. That's against house rules. What the heck?
What'd he do now?
Well, Mark said I'd simp for you, Ranger, and then Simon said do it. Send him $20. Oh, what the fudge, bro? And feel the money in his dick. What does that mean?
Probably has something to do with penis.
I'm gonna put a sus emoji for what he said because that's pretty sus.
Not gonna lie, that's mad fucking gay.
Not gonna. That's pretty homosexual, bro. I know it's Pride Month, but chill, man. I don't like you like that. You're not my type. That's how you take those kind of comments in stride, ladies and gentlemen. Even if it bothers you, don't let them think it bothers you. Never give the enemy power over you mentally or physically. Why am I dropping life lessons in a YouTube recording?
Because somebody might need to hear it.
That is true.
And that's just it. I don't really flat out. I just put the shit in there and it's like, okay, somebody will hear it.
Yeah.
Because there's
You
enough.
never know.
There's enough people out there doing, like, just out in the open. It's like, oh, look at all this self-help. It's like, yeah, I'm just going to sneak it in. Which I have done.
That is true. And if it reaches someone, it reaches someone. If not, no big deal. Such is the way of life. Now, what was I doing? Oh, I remember. I was going on my throne and adding the thing. Because I'm poor and I like Lego. I will admit that.
Well, I got the truck out of the mud.
Yeah. What the heck do you mean currently unavailable? Shut your booty cheeks.
I know exactly what I'd put on my throne.
And then fish and stuff.
Yes.
And car stuff. Mostly like country guy level stuff. That there's too much to name.
And a couple of Motorhead shirts.
Heck yeah, dude.
I already got one. It's like one they don't even make anymore.
Oh dang, that's rare.
Yeah, but it's all. But yeah, you can find reproductions of it. Yeah, they're USA Tour 1991 shirt. Yeah, look up a picture of that and you'll see why they don't make it anymore. But if Lemmy was still here, he'd be like, nah, keep making it.
What was the tour again?
USA Tour 1991.
If I do poster, will that also work?
No, shirt.
Okay, sure. Sure, I know how to spell shirt. $1991 America tour. Let me see this here. Oh! Yeah, I see why. Also, I found the gold mine. I found Smokey and the Bandit 1 to 3 on Blu-ray.
That's nice.
The only downside is 2 and 3 are on a separate Blu-ray. Like it's 2 discs instead of 3, and I said, ew, gross. I'm on Groove. I'm looking for a specific thing.
You know, it's such a shame that they never made Smokey and the Bandit 3 to be, you know, Smokey is the Bandit.
That is true.
Because it would have been funny seeing Jackie Gleason drive the Trans Am.
Quick, somebody remake them and make Cedric the Entertainer Sheriff Justice.
That would be funny. Smokey and the Bandit, but it's Cedric the Entertainer as Buford T. Justice.
Now, who would be Bandit?
Glenn Powell.
That works.
He did a good job in his movie role in Twisters.
I still need to watch those.
Look, we went to the theater to see Twister. Keep in mind, I was a little kid when I saw Twister, and now here I am a full-grown adult, and I went and actually saw Twisters in theaters.
Yeah.
I only have one tornado game, which I need to do with Diesel, because he's like, dude, we need to play this. I'm like, yes, we do. Just so that way one of us can charge at the tornado yelling out, "For Bill Paxton!"
For Bill Paxton!
It sounds like Eternal charging into battle.
We're doing this for Bill Paxton. Did somebody ring the dingster? I hope to God you got that reference.
Yes.
Thank God. Thank God somebody does. Like, bro, why are you referencing Spy Kids 3? Because I enjoyed it. It was brain rot for my generation.
I saw the Spy Kids, so...
Wasn't he also... He was also that spiky blue-haired frickin' Terminator.
Yeah.
And he was in... I forget which Alien movie, but I know he was in one of them.
I think he was in the first one. Or the second.
I have to rewatch. I feel like he might have been... Yeah, because where he says game over, yeah, that was Aliens. I'm out here looking at TV DVD deals, man. Looking for TV shows on cheap. We got Curb Your Enthusiasm, Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers. Ain't nothing really here I'd watch. I mean, maybe Young Sheldon, but that's about it. A lot of Young Sheldon DVDs. You, Fuller House. Gross.
Never saw that. There's a lot of shows people rave about that I have never watched.
Like, the first Full House, I see why it gets the hype. But then going back and watching Fuller House again, I'm like, why did I like this? Who is this show even for? They even proposed making a Family Matters sequel like Fuller House, and I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah.
Don't revive Family Matters, let it stay. They kind of revived it by making a movie called Urkel Saves Santa. Have I watched it? Nope.
When was that?
It was recent. I forget which year. Hold on. It's on my actual Movies Anywhere wish list. Let me scroll and find it. December of 2022.
And they got Steve Urkel to return.
They got Jaleel White himself.
You know they got Steve Urkel to appear in Scooby-Doo, Guess Who?
Where are they streaming this? I need to watch that episode.
They got Jeff Foxworthy to appear in the second season. But they didn't have Jeff Foxworthy said redneck, they just had him say country boy.
Because redneck is offensive to natives.
Well, no, redneck's a racial slur.
Here's me thinking it's not, though. Because I'm like, how?
Yeah, many people don't remember that redneck was actually a racial slur and it was very derogatory.
Oof.
Really used to describe Southerners. And particularly the poor working class Southerners that worked out in the fields and other jobs getting sunburned. That's where it comes from.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So it's like the whole, oh, but it happened in a West Virginia coal mine protest. That's not the origin of the word. It's really derogatory. That's why I never liked using it. Because my view of racial slurs has always been they're cringe. But if you want to have like an honest discussion about it, then, you know, just say the word and don't skate by saying C word, N word, F word, whatever. Just come on out and say it.
This is true.
However, I don't do those type of videos because, hey, those videos attract weirdos.
That they do.
It's like you can't have a decent discussion about anything because weirdos come out the woodwork. and then they want to scream and holler, call you everything under the sun, and it's like, all I said was I like grapefruit.
It's funny because that's true.
How do I have orange phobia? I never said I hated oranges. I just said I prefer grapefruit.
You're being citrused.
Citrus?
It's not even a word. That's not even a word.
They'll make some shit up, and it's like, bro, stop. Get off the internet. Go touch grass.
Go touch grass and watch Tom and Jerry and Nutcracker Tale. Which I have yet to see.
Go roll around in the grass.
Absorb the grass through your nose. Snort it like it's cocaine. Well, that's weird. My buddy bought a movie.
That's like, you'd be surprised how many people I've had to kick off of videos because they kept making political shit.
Bruh.
And it's always on the Dukes of Hazzard shorts.
It always is.
Man, it's really both sides of the political aisle. It's never one over the other. It's both of them. It's like, nope, you're not going to come up in here and scream that shit. Get lost.
Neither of you. Go on, get.
Automatic banned.
So Josh just bought Capone. I'm gonna ask him, why'd you buy Capone for? Where is he in my DMs anyway?
Probably way down at the bottom or up top.
Chrome's under you and he's under Chrome, so he's 2 under you. I said, dude, why Capone? That's a good way to answer it or question it. Like, why Capone? Yeah, Father's Day deals movies and TV. You were saying?
This is Father's Day this upcoming Sunday.
It is. I don't know what Papa's wanting us to do. Because he can't do much nothing anymore.
How about the same with my grandfather? The only thing he does... I think the only reason why he comes with us is because he wants to get out of the house.
I don't blame him. Cabin fever's a piece of work, man. How much is Family Matters on here? If it's still a decent price. Holy crap, that's a good deal for that. All 9 seasons, $44.99. Not bad.
I'll just say this, with as big as SnowRunner is, you'll really spend most of your time just exploring.
Heck yeah.
Which is what I like doing, exploring. And you have the jobs, that just gets you more money. Basically, it's ATS, but you're doing off-road shit. Of course, it was a shame what happened to the first game. With the creator. Alright. So the guy that made it, he made this other game called Spin Tires, which was really good. But the publishing company he was with, they got into it and they kept locking him out. And plus, that, like, I used to make Spin Tires content until like this modding team got way too uppity over some of the jokes I was making.
As they would.
And it's like, what are you offended over? And pretty much this, plus that this little asshole, I pretty much, he spent too much of his time on Reddit. And particularly on the funny windmill section before it got whacked.
Not the funny windmill section.
Yeah, the guy was kind of a far-right jackass.
Makes sense.
Yeah, he was basically screaming about dumb shit, and I'm just like, what the fuck are you mad about? Like, actually name it. And he couldn't tell. He was just going on about dumb shit. So at that point, I pretty much just said, okay, fuck this shit. Now, the guy that was over, like, the actual modding section itself, me and him got into it. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? And he just kept making excuses, and, I pretty much said, okay, I'm just going to delete all my Spin Tires videos. And he just goes on about, you'll lose subscribers. I said, yeah, I might lose some subscribers, but I'm going back to recording GTA content. And there I go, rolling it down the mountain. One thing about it, I will say this: like a lot of the old school trucks, them 6 cylinders they had off in them, were actually very durable. There she is. I'm about to say, please don't let me recover. I'm halfway to the point I need to be at. But it's like, sure, let's take this 6x6 Apache up through a very narrow road.